and welcome to the Camila Reyes Podcast, where we help you build businesses that you love. My name is Camila Reyes, and I'm going to be your host for today's podcast. Today, we are touching on a beautiful topic that I love, which is how can we create different streams of income for your business? As a service-based business, a lot of how you bring in money, how you have established your business is we are trading time for money. The thing with that is that your time is finite. And so you are only going to have so much time throughout the day, throughout your weeks. You only have so much energy to trade your time for money. And what I see a lot, when I go in and I'm working with my clients, we're auditing their business, we're looking at what's working, where their business is at, and we are kind of evaluating where can we take this business to, right? What things do we need to tweak in their business, right? Like what's their business model, where is their profits at, where is their time going, what's their current marketing. What I see a lot is that you started a service-based business because you wanted to give people a service. However, you are finding that you only have so many hours throughout the day. And so you're either burning out because you have now way too many clients, patients, or you're seeing that you can only make up to a certain amount of money in your business because now those hours are being taken, right? So today we're gonna dive into, I'm just gonna touch on 3 quick strategies and things that you can implement in a service-based business that are going to help you diversify your income. So when you think about this, you probably think, okay, I probably need all of these different services, all of these different offers to create an offer that is going to be strong, that's going to help bring in more income. The thing is, the more simpler that your offers are, the simpler that your business model is, the better it's going to be. Complex does not mean higher profits and a higher return. It just means that it's going to be more complex for you and a bit more complicated. So when we think about 3 great strategies or things that you can implement into your business, I think of just the high level, right? We can touch on other different ones, but the high level ones, right? So number 1, when you are looking to diversify your income, I want you to think of online events. Online events are terrific. They are something that we're seeing a lot of. And online events are great for 2 things. They give you exposure to a higher audience, and they're also going to give you kind of like return for your money. So you're putting 1 hour into this event. All of these people are coming in to see it. And then obviously you can then scale that way because you are getting a higher return of investment on your time, on the effort that went into it, and you can capture more people instead of like that one-on-one call. The thing with online events is that there is a way to even make this bigger than when it originally, right? When you just do, when you launch online events. When you think of evergreen events, these are what I see like being like the way that you really can scale this and make it where it's an evergreen funnel when it's something that is constantly going to bring in leads. So an evergreen event is going to be something that you are going to do once, you are automating this, you are crafting the perfect event. And then after that, you have built out a funnel that's going to nurture your clients, emails. People can then sign in and opt in into this evergreen event ongoing, right? So this is really how you can start creating income even when you are sleeping, because people can tune into this event to watch your services, to do what you do, even when you're not there, right? This is great for if you are in a transition of your life, if you are having kids, if you're getting pregnant, if you are just wanting to travel more. You've invested a lot of time into your business, you've grown your business, but now you're wanting that aspect of like having more freedom in your business. Evergreen events are going to be that for you. Yes, the return on those evergreen events, right? Like it might not be as high as when you were doing live events all the time, but what you want is you're wanting to go for that steady, that thing that kind of just drips, right? Leads, and it's ongoing. So evergreen events is going to be something that you want to implement into your business. The number 2 thing that I want you to think about when you're diversifying your different streams of income, I want you to think about a low ticket offer. We hear this all the time, and obviously in coaching and in this kind of world, this is something that people talk about often. But if you are a service provider and you have not implemented this, you have no idea how. Obviously, this is why I have a job. This is why I work with my clients. Like, let's build out the right strategy to create a higher profit in your business, to create higher retention. So this is what a low ticket offer is going to help you with. A low ticket offer is going to be something that you give your clients for, they're going to be able to buy for a lower price. So whether that be, we can literally go from $10 to like $49. This is something that people can purchase from you that is going to help them get access to what you have to offer. This could be a guide. This could be a small, video tutorial. This could be a checklist, something that's going to help your client with the service that they're looking for. Why a low ticket offer is so great is because it's going to build that trust with your clients, and it's going to help them see the value that you offer. Once somebody has purchased something from you, it's much easier for them to purchase from you again. The likelihood of them purchasing something from you again is going to be way higher because they already like what you offer. They already like your services, your product, and so they are most likely gonna want to purchase from you again. So yes, they spend let's say $10 at the beginning, but the return of investment on that is going to be much higher because you have built that bridge of that trust aspect, right? If somebody trusts you, they're going to most likely gonna like you, and then they're gonna, it's like they like you, they trust you, and then they buy from you, right? So the low ticket offer really brings in that bridges that gap. And the best thing with this is that if you're spending money on ads, if you are bringing ad spend, a low ticket offer is going to be something that's going to help you pay for those ads. It's going to help you kind of decrease that ad spend bill that you have ongoing monthly, because we all know that ads are great, but they're expensive. So we want to create more sustainable strategies to help you bring in more leads. And then obviously, the third one that is really, really common today is building a course or a mastermind. You are wanting to create this for 2 reasons. A mastermind helps you not do one-on-one, but one-to-many. And it's also going to help you bring in what I call a course, right? So people that are going to sign up for your offer, for your course, and they are going to be working with you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have to spend the hour teaching them over and over and over again what you could have taught in a course. The beautiful thing with this is that now you're buying your time back, right? And you could do a hybrid of this. You could do a course and then, one-on-one calls. Or if what I see with a lot of my clients, right, like a lot of them are coaches, a lot of them are in the health and wellness space. you guys spend a lot of time with, you know, as a service provider, exchanging that time for money. And we want to create, take away that ceiling from your business. So once you have a course, this is something that can be purchased over and over again. And it's creating a diversifying way to bring in more income for your business. Think of it, you know, if you're like, well, what if I'm a photographer, or what if I sell social media, or these things are, right? Start selling prints, start selling courses, start selling things that are going to help you diversify your income instead of working with your client one-on-one. That's a great way to work with them. If your focus is on, I want to help them with this very specific thing, but you also want to diversify your income. So that's like the first layer, right? Now, I want you to think as a business person, and I want you to think as somebody who you don't operate out of fear, you operate out of abundance. And the thing with business owners, and what I find a lot when I'm working with my clients, when we're overviewing their business model and we're looking at where are things at in this moment, a lot of business owners do not move their money out of their business account. They leave it there because they're scared. What happens if next month money doesn't come in? What happens if things fluctuate? What happens with the economy, right? The thing with that is that you can't just leave money in a bank account. That is your money's going to lose money for you, right? So I want you to even think higher, right? So this is how I create different streams of income, but I need you to think higher on, what can I do with that money, right? How can I create what we call, you know, quote unquote, passive income? And these are also going to be other streams of income that you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you should really implement into your life, right? I'm not a financial advisor, but I am somebody who invests, and I am somebody who sees the benefits of putting money to work for you, right? You have to think of money as like a little worker, right? So think of it as, where can I invest this money to help me create more income, right? So this is where you see people investing into the stock market. This is where you see people investing into crypto. This is where you see people investing into real estate. And when you think, okay, maybe I don't have that much money to be able to fully, you know, buy a home or flip a home, or what can I do? There's things like, you know, you can put money into a real estate portfolio, and this is a managed assets. So who, like, you put your money, and then these are funds that can be managed for you, and you just get a return from them, you know, having your money. I think of it as, how can I create more money out of the capital that I already have? And instead of operating from a place of lack and a place of fear, where you feel like, what if my money, you know, what if it runs out next month? Like, you can't do that in business. And a lot of business owners they don't put money into the Roth IRA. They don't put money into their retirement account. They don't put money towards like building other things. And not everybody. Obviously, there's a lot of business owners who do, but I'm talking like, if you're sitting there and you're looking at your bank account and you're like, I just keep the money there because I'm scared that not money is going to come, you know, next month, or things like, yes, it's great to have, you know, an emergency account, and it's great to have something that's going to support your business, but you should realistically think about, what can I do with this money to help me expand the amount of income that I can generate in a month? So you don't have to work harder. You just realistically have to work smarter. And so when I think of these different ways of how you can increase your income, how you can diversify how you're going to generate wealth for yourself, for your family, I want you to start thinking of all the different opportunities and how can I put this money to work for me, right? Don't think about this as, how can I make this super complex? I want you to think about, how can I do something about this today, right? what is one thing that I'm an expert at that I could think about my knowledge and I could literally go in and package it, right? I can go and package this one thing that I'm really good at, right? So if you're going to take a step today, I want you to sit down for 10 minutes and do an evaluation, right? 1, what's my number one skill that I'm great at? 2, what is something that people constantly ask me about that they need my help with, right? 3, how can I package this into something that I can sell to bring in more income? And then 4, I want you to go ahead and test with your audience, right? Does this resonate with them? Does it not resonate with them, right? Start getting and fine tuning what you're seeing is that demand that they're asking from you. And from there, you're gonna get this beautiful, it's like a drip, right? It's like funnels of different machines that are working in the background for you. Without forgetting about your main offer, without forgetting about your main business, the main thing that you do with your clients, your main service, but to enhance and to bring a stronger portfolio of what you could do, right, with the same amount of time, but diversifying that and creating this type of safety around your business. So it's not like, okay, I'm only gonna have this many clients coming in, or right, you now have a strategy and different things that are gonna help bring and drip into your margins and into your profit. So by the end of every month, you are growing and you are getting better at what you do, but you're not overworking, over hustling, and over, burning out. That is not what we want for you. We want to create something that is healthy and something that when we sit down, with my clients or whatever, at the end we can say, okay, your business has been able to increase, by $3,000, by $5,000, by $10,000. And realistically, what we did was just look at where's the opportunity and how can we streamline things and then create different like a strong offer, but that has these tactics in it. So you are now, right, scaling your income and bringing you to a place where you could realistically really reap the rewards of all the hard work that you've implemented. So this is really how you can implement different aspects of business, different streams of income into your business and get you to where you really want to get to and you've dreamed about. Because as an entrepreneur, I know that we all have a really high vision and it's a matter of implementing it. So if this episode has blessed you, if it has given you any idea, if you know that it can help a friend out, why not share it? Why not give them something that could really turn their business into a machine? Because when you win, realistically, everyone else around you can also win, and you are now creating a community of a healthy community, a healthy place for everyone around you, which is really the vision of why I became, a business coach, of why I work with my clients, as a business consultant, really in to help create better health for their business, which is then going to impact the whole community around them. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm so glad that this has blessed you. I can't wait to hear from you guys in the next episode. Bye now.
Beautiful.